14. Okay, so Wolfslayer just grabs, basically skipping like multiple rungs, like almost 4 rungs at a time, just grab, pull self up, let go, fly up a little bit, grab next one, pull self, basically like just leaping upwards.
Wolfslayer is an anime.
Pretty much. Aramil is like up next, just climbs up pretty, competently. Nothing fancy going on there.
And I'm waiting at the top to help help people up as much as I can, but yelling at them all the way, raging.
Master of Tulips,
come on,
gets to near the top, begins to slip as he goes and tries to jump up a rung, slips, and Wolfslayer grabs his wrist and pulls him entire body out. Still frustrated rage, bloodshot eyes looking at Tulips as Tulips is yanked bodily out. Malthus follows up afterwards, quickly managing to pull himself out. The entire house is shaking, bits of wood beginning to splinter, walls starting to cave in, and you run out the front door. And behind you, the house slowly collapses.
Okay.
All right.
Spit on it.
You spit on the house. The house is annoyed. Yeah.
How rude.
Good for it.
How rude.
Does it want to fight? Because I'll go. I'll go right now.
I think it did want to fight earlier on, and you ran away with a very, very badly burned foot. I think there is no doubt which one of you won that contest. 21. Well, actually, for you, 21 points could be still counted as a flesh wound, you fleshy tank. My lord.
Getting my wits about me. Currently, there's no Scarlet, there's no Squishy, there's no prisoner.
Okay, so as you go outside and you look around, specifically, everyone else is kind of dusting themselves. Tulips is definitely interested about where Squishy, Scarlet, and the prisoner are. You see a pair of manacles sitting on top of a sheet of paper. You pull the manacles off it, and you look at the sheet of parchment, and it says, and if I can't bring it up because I have Skype closed. Okay, I'm gonna do this from memory. It says, "Go ahead. Hey, go ahead. Meet me in Riverton. I will meet you there, and I will sort the prisoner. Don't worry about it."
Okay. And that's my friend Scarlet speaking. I will trust that message.
The handwriting looks vaguely like Scarlet.
Yeah, vaguely. Okay.
I will come back.
I look at the other guys and go, my foot hurts.
I'll be like, my shoulder hurts, but thank you for rescuing me.
Anyone who looks at Wolfslayer's foot sees it as second, almost first, first degree burns there.
I will cure that. Actually, I have a potion of healing. Or, you know what? I'll just outright cure it.
Potions are good to hang on to for emergencies.
Yeah. Let me just do that. Cure wounds. Floral tinctures and herbal power. Nature will cure you within the hour. Blame sought, pain bought. Believe me, and do not cower. And then you get 6. Only 6. But still, 6.
The flesh around the wound doesn't look quite so raw, and some of the blisters that are beginning to form go down. She's still missing a chunk.
Is that the only healing that she's had so far? Sorry, the director getting
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point,
After taking that lightning bolt, yeah.
At this point, Malphite was just saying, we've got healing potions.
Yes.
Would you like some berries?
Must have been getting another beer when we were talking about that.
Yeah,
The
sorry,
potions
the ferrets
are
were
for
going mad.
emergencies.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it's just good practice. I'll cast good berry. I'll cast good berry. I'll take my 10 berries. I'll keep 1 back for myself. I'll give 1 to Malpass, 1 to Tulips, and all the rest to Wolfslayer.
How many is all the rest?
7.
Thank you.
So
10
eat
minus
these if you're hungry. They will sate you. You'll be satisfied.
The
How
muscle
long do
exposed
those
on your
last
foot?
if you don't eat them?
24 hours.
Okay.
They expire
muscle
after 24 hours.
The muscle exposed on your foot as you eat those begins to reknit, and new flesh begins to start covering the wound. There's still
I'm only
definitely
down
a
by
big flesh
5
wound
now.
going on. There's definitely a flesh wound going on, but no longer does it sort of expose anything more important than flesh. Your skin is just the only thing damaged right now. Okay.
Now it's a proper flesh wound by other people's standards.
Just got struck by magical lightning. That's pretty.
Okay.
Yeah,
By the way, there is an addictive component to these berries, just so you know.
Addictive?
No, just,
Oh, okay.
Just eating these berries
Every
like
time Aramil
hotcakes.
conjures up berries, he turns around, pulls out this syringe labeled like heroin, and just.
Would you like
If he
more
actually
berries?
says that, I give him the darkest, like slightly hurt, slightly what does he know, slightly like more than slightly, very, very angry look.
Yeah, but I didn't say that. I was just messing with you guys.
Okay.
No,
Then I
I'm
guess I
gonna
don't do that.
These are they're all natural, organic, fantastic
berries.
berries of joyousness is what they are.
Organic
Grown
berries.
by only the happiest migrant workers.
Yes.
Wow.
If we make it back to the road, are we still, as a group, heading towards? Actually, where was it that Scarlet said she'd be? Because I would want to go there.
The town
We're
we
headed
were
to
going
Riverton. She said she would meet you at Riverton.
Okay, then I suppose if we want to, still go that way.
As you head back to the main road and you go maybe 300 foot down the road, you get to the crest of a small hill. And you notice ahead of you the town of Riverton, only about 2 miles away.
Okay.
Oh,
The town of Riverton is not a city by the standards of other races. It's more like a large town. However, it does serve as the capital and the biggest city, town, or whatever, of the Hobbit nation of Middleshire.
Hoblets.
I was saying halfling
what-
and hobbit, and I
that's
said
what-
both.
That's what baby hobbits are called.
Hoblets.
Aw,
it's true. I like it.
hoblets. I like that. I might make that canon. And you see that it is a pretty busy town, lots of merchants going in and out. There's caravans and people playing the street, you know, the standard affair.
I don't know what to do right now, because being that we were on official business to deliver a prisoner, which we no longer have, and we're not supposed to worry about it because Scarlet said that she was going to handle it.
Without the
I-
manacles.
Yeah, okay. I think
But
I'm
she
going
was
to
our
an inn.
tracker, so
Yeah. We could do investigation checks for finding Scarlet, maybe, or we can go to an inn and chill out for a bit, or
are there
up to you guys.
guards out like at the edge of the town?
Not the edge of the town. You can see from, you know, as you enter the town and from the sort of the down view as you came down from the little outcrop of a hill nearby, that there is a wall. The wall is a stone. It's mostly wood reinforced with stone affair. So it's the halfway house between. It was a wood wall. They are upgrading it with stone, and it lies in the middle of the city, covering what looks like the nicer districts.
Okay.
The rest of the town appears to be a sort of an outflow that is now the majority of the town is outside of that wall.
Great. So before that, on the edge of the town, is there what is there? On the edge, what are we first approaching? Except for that darn
Run!
wagon.
A cart.
Dodge out of the way! That thing's
Cars
gonna
come
kill us
past
all!
You pretty loud.
I would
As,
like
you,
to
as you
see-
begin to go in the edge, you notice quite a lot on the edge. Sort of stables, a couple of farriers, a few inns.
Okay,
as
right
you go
on
beyond
the
there, a
edge.
lot of
First
residential.
building. What is the first building we come to?
The very first building. It is a stable.
Okay.
With carts. Merchants with horses.
Great. Is there an attendant or something like that? Is there a person?
There's a
there?
guy up front, like literally shoveling shit.
Great. Perfect. I would like to go. Oi!
Okay, so
Have
this
you seen a couple of little folk, gnome and hobbit, come through here, and I describe Scarlet and
the slightly older hobbit with a little hunched over. Obviously, you know he's got a bad back, graying hair. Looks round at you, and at the mention of little folk, he goes, "I haven't seen anyone little folk What you're looking for, you big fork?
You big fork.
You big fuck.
That's fantastic.
Have you seen anyone about half my size come through looking like this? And I describe Scarlet and the prisoner, but I don't describe them as a prisoner.
Without even, particularly listening to the description, just like gazing almost through you, he goes, "No, I haven't."
Right.
He gets back to
diplomacy
shoveling
check
goes,
failed.
"Big fork, coming through here, telling us like they're so much taller than us, looking down on us."
Well,
Yeah.
quite literally looking down because, well, you can't really help that much.
Do I hear this?
Yeah.
You are literally shoveling shit. What's the next closest building?
He spits in your general direction, not at you, but in your general direction. Next closest building is a farrier.
Great. Would somebody else like to take this over?
I have a pretty good charisma. I could.
Hey, say,
So
hey
do I.
guys.
That didn't stop
Wait,
me
hey,
from
say,
from apparently
wait, say,
offending
wait.
everyone in town.
Say, wait, hey guys. I'm gonna use my intelligence here to say like, hey, Melfast.
Mhm.
You remember that thing that lets you detect where Squishy is?
Which Scarlet has.
Oh, you gave it to her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Wah, wah.
never mind. Go ahead, piss everyone off, Wolf Slayer. It's fine.
Well, the only thing, the worst that can happen is she frenzies and rages. That's fine.
Kill someone.
Which is
And
pretty
kills
bad.
an innocent hoblet.
Hoblet.
Quickly,
That's what I'm doing.
I hear the cart, and I roll a 12 to dodge the cart as it drives by
You
us.
dodge the cart, a little bit of muck is thrown up, goes over Malthus's shoes.
Guys, I am not going to use intimidation on the poor stable guy that I accidentally offended by calling him a little folk, which my character probably would have known not to do, but we'll leave it there.
Let's see.
Bloody big folk.
Big
Bloody
fork.
big folk.
Bloody big.
Big fork.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead then, and I guess I'll waste a spell slot. I'm assuming since
No
we're in the
matter
town, how
you
big is?
look at it? They're
how big is
little
the town?
folk. We're
big's the town?
medium folk. Goliaths are big folk.
how
That's
big's
how
the
it
town?
works.
Roughly.
It's-
We're on the
Be
line
sensitive
now.
to their
We're-
cultural grievances, you
I'm actually
shanks.
having this
Horrible
conversation
person.
with Malthus or Tulips, who are very well humored.
Pretty big town, not city-sized, but, pretty large on the side of the town. I mean, in terms of medieval scale, we're not talking in terms of modern scale.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to use a level 2 spell slot then. I'm going to describe Squishy. And I'm going to concentrate on the voice of nature in my surroundings. I'm going to learn the direction and distance of the closest creature or plant within 5 miles of the definition of Squishy. I want to find Squishy within 5 miles of me.
Okay. The spell comes back to you, and there is nothing matching that description.
So apparently within 5
Nowhere.
miles there is no Squishy,
No.
which means there's no Scarlet.
And I wasted a spell slot.
Yay! Great. Let's go back to the house, and we can all take turns trying to track.
Or dig out our goods, our
It
items.
was only a couple miles away.
Is it possible for me to roll a history check to find out where the best tavern in this?
I was
might
actually
be.
just about to say that if I might do that, I'd like to pop. What was the name of the town again? Because I actually was it Riverton?
Rivertown.
Rivertown.
Yeah. Riverton, for short.
Riverton. I'd like to pop a copper piece into my tome of human history
Nice.
and ask it, where is the most well-loved inn in Riverton?
Okay, so Malthus whips out Reginald's Compendium of Human History. Tulip, seeing this, thinking he was going to do the same
That's not gonna
thing
be very
and consult
helpful.
history to do with taverns. Tulips, do you want to help cross-reference? You can assist in the check if you want, since you both
Yeah,
would
absolutely.
have seen
Let's
this.
do.
And okay,
Okay,
so Tulips,
awesome.
if you can roll a history check first.
Okay. Oh, well, not very well, to be honest.
Tulips is like, I don't. It's a nice book. I can't. I don't know. I don't know where to start. Melthas, make
This is
history
gonna
check
be
at
bad.
+1.
Even this is still probably going to be bad, but well, here we go. We'll try. 21.
Nice.
18 plus 3.
21. Okay. So the book returns and goes, flicks through the pages, and then writing appears on the pages and writes itself out like someone with a quill was writing it on the
Finally, we've actually got a query that's been answered. My God.
And it says, Taverns in Rivertown, a depiction and history thereof.
Okay.
One of the most recent taverns in Rivertown, the Golden Goose, lies inside the city's main walls. Recently, when the halfling Lord Mayor was unable to be in his palace due to renovation work, he chose to stay there. It is one of the most well-known and well-loved taverns in the area. Although known for its high prices, the tavern itself is actually of, and it goes into stuff about the architecture, saying it's quite a historical tavern. It's been there a while. It's, well-liked. It gets, produce from miles around, etc. And it also mentions about a couple of other taverns. It says, the Brown Trout. It lies just outside the walls, actually just across from one of the main gates into the center of the city. This is a well-loved tavern for people wanting to go and trade, but not needing necessarily access to the center of the city, or not necessarily needing lodgings there. Being near the... And it goes into several other bits.
Okay. So those are the two. If I could just summarize, like, what Malphas would have gotten from that. Golden
Well,
Goose...
there's actually like
a long list, is it?
There is a long list, but next to the page, it actually has like a circle made in ink, and then inside it, it's got another circle which is filled in, and it says "Press me."
Okay.
When you press that,
Yes.
the voice I just gave you starts speaking.
Right.
The book quivers in your hand, flies up horizontally, and the pages act as a mouth.
Okay.
And the book, with the page marker coming out as a tongue, lolling around, goes,
And actually tells me the whole thing.
Gold Goose, and just goes
That's
into the long
fantastic.
spiel, which you just said. At any point when you pull the book down and just open it again, it just stops speaking.
That is what I let it finish. I'm intrigued. I'm enjoying
It
this
goes
little
on.
show.
It keeps talking. It's levitating in midair right now.
I
It
am
just keeps
enjoying
going on.
myself.
I go pester the next closest little folk while this is going on.
This is fantastic. We're living in the future.
We don't have to roleplay it again because I probably call them little folk again.
After the
They give you a bit of an eye and go, no, I haven't seen her.
after the book finishes speaking, I will request of the party that we head towards the Golden Goose, the place that is apparently expensive, because where there's expensive, there's
There
people with
is
money.
people with
and
money.
With money.
A performer makes lots of money.
There's not
Scarlet.
badger.
I'm going to assume that this
I've seen a
conversation
giant
is
badger.
being discussed.
There's not a giant badger.
Is
In
that some
this
sort of
town.
euphemism? I mean, if you're looking
I'm
for that,
talking to
there's a district-
tulips, not the little folk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There is not.
As soon as
giant
she starts
badger
saying
in
that, it's
this
like,
town.
yeah.
We know there is not a giant badger in this town. We should go back to the house and see if one of us can find some trace after the pouring rain and the day that has passed since they left.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But at the very same time, the spell that the Aramel put through was a 5-mile radius. The house is what, 2 miles out?
About that, yeah.
Yes.
For the record, I just want to mention that is a ritual spell. So I would like to have taken 10 minutes to ritual cast it.
You did say you're casting as a spell slot. In future, if you want to ritual cast it, just let me know.
Okay.
Shit.
To be fair, casting a ritual in the middle of a crowded street would look weird.
It would.
Not as weird as my
But it
talking
was
book,
in
which
your
is
little
fantastic. Oh my lord, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, people
Little
are
goose,
like peering
that's right.
around, and like you have a small crowd of hoblets, going, "Go on, Mister, make it speak again. Go on, I want to hear what it says about me."
At this point, I give I give Tulips a nudge and work the crowd.
There's that as well. Although this is the crowd, I'm looking for the money
It's
is
a
in the
crowd of
inn.
kids.
The inn.
Kids have parents.
And they're probably at the inn.
All right, then fine. I get my book and I close it. You Opportunities, man.
A hobbit woman comes over and quickly grabs two of the kids and goes, "Don't be hanging around with them," and definitely is giving an eye to the two tieflings.
Oh, great. That old chestnut.
Listen to your mother. Listen to your mother.
I make sure to be briefly between wherever she is going.
She tries to she
Just to
looks
give her a
up at
little
you.
bit of a jump.
She looks over and goes, "Why the people?" She walks off.
Very good.
Well,
A little extra. They're not the ones to worry about. not without saying anything.
I pop the book away and turning to Tulips. Actually, who was it who found the note? Who has the note at the moment? Is it Wolfslayer? Because you were probably the first out of the
what?
house. Do you have the note that Scarlet left near the manacles?
It was Tulips. Tulips was the one who picked it up.
Yeah.
Could you read the note out again? Any specific clue we may have missed? She's not here, but if she said she was going to be here, then...
Yeah, and that she was going to take care of the prisoner. That's what I remember reading. Sure, I'll read it again.
How much are we getting paid for this?
What,
This
reading?
escort mission?
Oh, I don't remember. Does anybody remember how much we're getting paid for this?
I don't have the note directly in front of me, but I believe it was something like 10 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, not really that worth it, to be honest. Let's see.
Did Wolfslayer ask that aloud? Because honestly, at that point, Malthus would say, "I don't care about the prisoner.
Absolutely.
Don't care about the prisoner. I'm wondering where Scarlet is right now."
Yeah,
She said she was going to be here. If she was walking in this direction, she should have been here ahead of us a lot longer.
The
because
note
of
said
everything.
she would meet up with you in. It didn't say she was going to already be there. Sorry.
All right. So that.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can't actually see her note directly because,
That's
unfortunately,
fine.
I mean, changing Skype around.
No, that's fine. If Tulips read that out at that point, because Malphas would have been assuming that she said she was going there, he'd focus on she would meet us there. It's like, well, she said she was going to be here. She also said she was going to take care of the prisoner. You know what? The wording of that is sufficiently vague and yet not at the same time. And pointed look at the rest of them. I don't think the
Yeah,
prisoner's
we might
coming
not be
back.
getting our 10 gold, everybody, but that's okay.
I don't particularly
I
care
probably
one
would
way
have
or the
acted in
other.
the same manner.
But I am concerned that Scarlet's about somewhere. I mean, I no doubt she can handle herself, but
No.
I don't think there's any point in us going back and looking for her tracks, we'll say, because I'm going to
Tulips and I
hazard
both
it.
know
Right in front of us,
Scarlet.
right?
Is
Yeah.
it her handwriting? Like, can we do some sort of check?
Sure. Make an insight check. No, it'd be investigation. It'd be investigation.
That's different from an insight check, by the way. Totally different modifiers on a check.
19.
Wolfslayer, you look at it, and you know her handwriting. You've seen her write a couple of things before.
Once or twice.
You recognize it. It's hers.
No.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Okay.
You're not exactly sure
So
where she
where's
managed to
that
get the quill and the ink to write it with.
Yeah, let's go to that
Especially in
inn.
a rainstorm,
Let's be a
but you
part of
found
that inn.
Okay, so you head up further into the city. As you do, you pass, a number of people. This is mostly sort of residential and light trade, etc. As you get more into the city itself, as you get up towards the wall, you notice there's a lot of more sort of nice areas, taverns and stuff, and some
Remind
random
me.
little trade posts. And
Wolfslayer
you
just
get
randomly
to-
starts pointing up at a cloud, pondering its formation.
Now, on my stream behind
It's an
me, it
interesting
says,
crowd.
right here, it says Wolf Slayer, and right here, it says Barbarian, and right here, it says Half Elf, and my head very deliberately blocks that, and people in my chat are talking about what I am. I'm like,
Right.
You do
So, yeah.
role play
Sorry.
Goliath.
that was
It is
supposed to
dramatic.
be subtle, and it occurred to me that those words aren't on any of your others, so I apologize.
I like my idea of
Those
you
already sound like-
being fascinated by some sort of cloud that looks like a
She
duck.
points up. There is, in fact, a cloud there that looks like a whale.
Wow. It's a good omen.
Whale.
To be fair, you've probably never seen whales before for most of you. Scarlet has. She's not here.
Damn.
So you get to the wall, and at this wall there is a section where there is normally a gate. The gate is wide open at the moment, and standing in the middle of it blocking the way, sort of obviously on guard, are 4 halflings in the livery of the Town Watch. And as you know, sort of,
I'm hanging back. I'm hanging back a little bit.
Okay. Now, as you move to go through as a group, they go, stop right there. What do you want? What business you got in center of town?
Looking for a little rest and relaxation at the Golden Goose. I'm there to perform.
Have you got on the list of people allowed into the center of town? I don't recognize your faces.
Oh, perhaps you've heard of me. I am the Master of Tulips, the Bard.
No.
I jingle
Also,
I jingle my excessively heavy coin purse and say, "How long is the list?"
Ooh.
Make a persuasion test. There are 4 guards here right now.
It's a
I'm gonna
very
have to check
large
all of
purse. Can I have advantage?
Have I ever been in this town?
I hate
You jingle the
these
coin
dice.
purse.
I hate these dice.
A couple of coins almost slip out the top, and you quickly have to grab the coin purse.
Now,
to try
a
and stop
7's
it.
not that bad. I
No,
still
no,
did
a
get a
7's not that
7.
bad. You jingle it, but it's a little bit of an awkward jingle. Like
Oops.
it gets a little bit loose in your hand.
It
You
doesn't
have to
make a
sort of
lot
tighten
of
your
noise.
grip on it.
'cause
Oh no, I've got so many
Yeah.
coins. They're about to overflow from my coin pouch.
It was worth a shot. Oh,
It was glorious, all the same. It gave me a chuckle at the very least.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the shot.
3 of them look to the one who is talking to you, and the one talking to you looks a bit awkward and says, I'm going on break. You can deal with them. And he just walks off. The other 3, however, one of them sidles up to you, and he's obviously like the thinner, slightly shorter one of the group with sort of slicked back black hair in sort of no helmet at all. Just he should be wearing a helmet. He's not. His chainmail is obviously a little bit more rough and ready about how he's put it on. It's still just the same quality chainmail, but he's not wearing it to standard issue. And he walks up to you and goes, "All right, what we're talking then? You know, it's a very long list we got here, and if you want to get in, you know, there's plenty of people pay good money to get in."
pay good money. Are you asking for a bribe? And I say it very loudly.
No, ma'am. You were intimating that you wanted to bribe a member of the City Watch, a crime which is punishable by
This fellow's just changed accents.
4 years in
God.
prison or a fine.
I'm still hanging back. I'm not with these
Oh,
people. They just
I
followed
say
me
again.
home one day.
Have I been in this town before? Because I do have the whole entertainer thing. I mean, I did do an entertainer background, so.
Entertainer doesn't let you have places you've already been. It applies to places that you are that night. The whole places you would have been is hero background, local hero. That allows you to get like reputation from places that you came from and places nearby and
Okay.
hands. There'd be too much overlap between the two. Yeah, he specifically looks at you and says, "There is a fine for trying to bribe a member of the City Watch, which you can pay directly to me, or you can instead choose to go to jail." And the other 2 put their hands on their swords.
Does anybody want to do an intimidation check? I don't know if this is a good idea.
I
do.
was actually just going to say I'm going to try to intimidate him now.
No.
Don't roll
say-
a 1.
Oh, wait,
there's-
I got this.
It's Wolfslayer.
I got this.
Okay.
So I start
that?
to lean in and
Aramil goes, I got this. Hand like literally in front of your face.
speak fast.
And I
Annabelle.
say, and then before anyone can see it, I just do my little quick incantation and I cast a spell. I'm gonna do it. Spend my freaking spell slots. I won't have any spell slots left.
Are you trying to do
Yes.
this subtly?
Because I would say, get in the
Let me-
Petrina for a minute.
let me-
Wait a minute.
we should have gone with my route.
I got this.
You want to buy any death sticks?
It is okay. Enhance ability is it doesn't say anything. It says you touch a creature. so I don't have to touch
Okay,
anyone.
so
I
you
touch
can basically
myself.
cast it
It's
on yourself.
instantaneous.
So,
Instantly,
Not touching
yeah.
okay, so you stand
And
in
then I
front
say-
of Wolfsight and you go, I got this. And you turn to the guards, you mutter some arcane syllables, put your gesture with some hands, because I think it's got verbal and somatic components, and you touch yourself, and you get enhanced ability charisma, I think you're going for?
Well, intimidate, which is I need to check.
Based
You were
off
going to
charisma.
try and intimidate him over me.
Yeah.
Okay. Have fun.
Hey, I have
Oh, it's
charisma.
charisma based. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
it
I'm
was
good at
strength
this.
based. It used to be strength based, charisma based.
Yeah, it's charisma. I
No.
generally would say if someone is trying to like intimidate them via like a show of strength, that would be a different intimidate, and I would let you do
Yeah.
it off strength. It depends on what you're trying to do with the situation.
Really?
If you're
Oh,
being
yeah.
like intimidating them through threatening their family and being eloquent about it at the same time, that's charisma.
Why don't we do a group intimidate?
No,
well,
I
as somebody mentions in the chat, me and
Aramil
Aramil can do a power
has
ballad.
cast
I
enhanced
cast-
ability.
enhance ability on charisma, and I'm
at
actually
which point,
not.
At which point, the guards in front of you unsheathe their swords,
Oh no.
and the one of them calls out, "Guards, to the gate!" And he pulls up a crossbow, aims at you, goes, "Nothing dodgy, mate."
I was not. Okay, hold on. I was going to make a persuasion check.
It was intimidating a second
Not
ago.
Doesn't
Now it's
matter. You
precision.
just stood in front of him and you cast magic.
Oh, jeez. He's seen magic before. He's a hobbit. It's not like
Yeah,
magic is.
but you don't
foreign
tend to
thing.
cast it directly in front of someone after getting refused to go through a gate. It's a dangerous thing, magic. It's like carrying a crossbow in front of them.
All right.
Which point, the
Okay.
hobbit who went away, like half a minute ago, comes back, and two other hobbits show up, all wielding crossbows, quickly, hurriedly trying to load them. He goes, "Are you trying to intimidate a member of the City Watch? There's a fine for that, 20 gold
No, he was
pieces.
trying to persuade a member of the City Watch.
Persuade out of a fine."
No, I don't actually say that. At this point, I just kind of face palm and say, "We're going," and I turn and start walking away.
Excuse me, we still need to have words about intimidating a member of the City Watch.
I keep walking.
I'm already hanging back and seeing Wolfstay start to step back. Where's Tulips, by the way? Was he right in the middle of this? Because as far as
Yeah,
the
I
description,
was
only two
talking,
people
no.
were right there. Oh, you were right in the group, were you?
Yeah,
So
I
everyone was
talking.
crowded around these guards, but me. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I do my best thing to just kind of move with the crowd. I just find the flow of foot traffic, and I
Okay.
just move into it, and I just my
Aramel,
clothing.
Tulips?
I will. Never, go ahead.
No, I'll just follow the lead. I'll just go with the group.
Okay. At which point then, Tulip's being the last person to start moving away. The guard circle around, block Tulips off bodily, aiming crossbows at him. He goes, "Your friends owe us 20 gold fine, mate."
Explain to me how a fine is any different than a bribe. You're asking us to pay you directly. How is that any different than a bribe? You're extorting money from us versus a bribe. It's the same fucking thing, man. That's a persuade roll, by the way.
Persuasion roll. Ah,
Try and
charisma
persuade him,
advantage.
but
That was a
what you-
persuasion advantage.
Persuasion
You've got advantage,
What?
you've got enhanced ability, but they are aware of you having advanced ability, so they're going to be a bit dubious. Well, not enhanced ability, but having magical shit.
Have you rolled to persuade?
Sure, I will.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I heard a dice roll, but I
Oh.
couldn't see one rolling.
Depending on how this goes, I
But
have
you
one more
advantage.
thing I want to do.
He said you have advantage, but it's
Said I
going to be a
don't,
higher
so.
DC. So
Yeah.
you get to roll
Oh,
again.
Yeah, you've still got advantage. It's just going to be a more difficult check.
Well,
Not any better.
he looks at you and goes, "I'll let you off intimidating me and trying to get your way this one time, and I'll half the fine, but you still owe me a fine. You can't go around intimidating members of City Watch and casting magic which way in that."
I just kind of
Fair, we never actually intimidated them.
walking nice and casual
He's
amongst
taking
the
his
group.
intimidation. He doesn't care. He'll say
Kind of-
whatever he wants.
Prop myself up against a stall, just kind of watching, make a show of browsing. I'm keeping an eye on the group, though. I'm not leaving them, but I'm
Okay.
certainly, trying to see that I'm not with them directly.
However, you are a tiefling in amongst mostly
Yes.
halflings.
Yes, I
some
am.
traders, etc. Humans. There's a couple of half elves and elves or whatever. You
And
are
I'm
the
making
only
a
other
point
tiefling there.
of visiting stalls and making inquiries
Okay.
and generally seeming like I'm browsing. I'm used to cities and looking like I'm not up to no good.
At this point, I've just lost interest in getting into the town proper, which we don't actually need to do right now.
Yeah.
But we can make a lot of money. At least I can make a lot of money. Okay.
And I can't, nor do I care that particularly much about it. So I have lost interest, and that is why I've literally lost interest and have kind of like started to wander
Okay.
away. Like, why
Tulips,
are we?
what do you do?
bothering with this?
You know what? They still want 10 gold, right? Is that what it is? Okay, you know what? I take 10 gold out of my pouch. I put it right in their hands. I'm saying, excuse me, I have money to make. And then if I can just go forward and get to the end.
They let you go instantly.
Thank you. I'm out. I have to go and make some. These are rich people over here, and it won't take me long to double that amount.
Oh no, you're back in the outer
Yeah,
city.
they didn't let you in.
the city.
They didn't let me into the city.
No, that was a fine for bribing them. As soon as you say
Fine
this, you know,
for
you try.
bribing them.
Yeah. As soon as you try and go into the inner city, they go, admission is still 20 gold.
All right, they're testing my patience.
They tested my patience in the beginning. That's why we're in this.
Right. Okay. You know what? I said fine. I'll back up. You know what? I have a disguise kit. I'm gonna come back as somebody else in just a second.
You say this to them. You watch.
No, not to them. Not to them. I'm telling you guys, out of character. Jesus. It's a rich place here. Oh my god. Okay, is it actually worth my time? I guess you can't answer that. Never mind. It's not worth my time.
I can't really answer that. You probably won't make 20 gold from performance because what you tend to get from your perks especially is you get a night of bed and rest and food and stuff.
That's
You
basic.
might get some money depending on if you perform well enough in addition. But the guards are deliberately being like, you didn't really get on the best sides and you chose to ask for the corrupt guards to try and offer a bribe. So corrupt guards going to be corrupt.
Yeah. There's nothing we can really do about it except
Guys.
fight them, which is going to get us all in trouble
Get
and throw
a
us in
cheap
prison.
in room
Yep.
and wait for a change of the guard.
That's true too.
Okay, so Tulip backs away, not wanting to pay the 20 gold fine, meets up with the rest of them in the town square nearby, just over from the gate, at which point you have a vantage point to the gate. And you look up nearby, and this is the same square off the main gate that has the tavern called the Brown Trout,
Brown
which
Trout,
was
which
listed
is
as the second one.
Literally what Malphas was about to say. It's like, right, let's just go to the Brown Trout. We can rest there if we need to. I know that Aramil probably does at this point. Lick our wounds, smooth down our prideful feathers, which may be somewhat ruffled right now, and come back in a few hours.
Okay.
Yep. All right, I'm okay with that.
It's about 10 a.m. at this time, so you pop into the Brown Trout. There are people there just finishing off their breakfast.
Okay.
A lot of people in sort of colorful robes and stuff. Obviously not like wanderer, sort of traveler people in general, more like traveling merchants and the like.
Okay.
And there
how
is
long
a
does does a good berry fill you for? How long are you satiated from a good berry?
24 hours.
Okay, then we're still not hungry at this point then.
Assuming you ate it.
Yeah, I ate it straight away. I needed the health one.
Note, Melthas, you definitely still feel hungry.
Okay. Right, well, everyone, I'm famished. What about you guys?
It's okay. Good berries.
Breakfast
We have
is
good
on me.
berries Within.
Oh, it's
within the day.
plants, berries. I need meat. I'm starving. Breakfast is on me. Sausages, bacon. I find the innkeeper and I order.
Okay, so there's
Fairly
like
extravagant
a
meal.
halfling, sort of like she's maybe, I don't know, equivalent human age would be 21,
Okay.
behind the bar. Obviously not a particularly busy shift. She goes, "Oh, how can I help you, sirs?"
Are you still serving breakfast?
Oh, madam, sorry, I didn't see you up there. Oh, you're a big one out of here. Hello.
Breakfast. What do you serve? And are you still serving it?
Oh, well, it depends what you want. We've got, porridge, and we've got some fried vegetables, and we've also got some bacon and sausages. We've got a few gammon steaks.
I'll take the bacon and the sausages. All of the bacon.
Oh, all of the bacon.
Yes.
Oh, she just quickly opens the door behind her and goes, "How much bacon have we got left, Bernard?" "Oh, we've got at least half a tray." "Oh, that'll be about 3 gold."
Fine. I hand the gold over without any pause.
She brings out half what appears to be a metal tray that is designed to go above a fire for cooking lots of bacon all at once and just keeping it warm. And she just sort of finds what is effectively a Pyrex bowl. It's not Pyrex, it's ceramic, but it's that sort of quite a large bowl. And she just puts all the bacon in it, pulls out a fork and a knife, and hands you the bowl.
If you don't mind, can I just grab a few parts before you cook it? And I just, before it's cooked.
Before it's cooked?
Yeah, just a few pieces. I've got it, and I show the ferret.
Oh, well,
I'm just gonna feed it.
yeah, I'll give... Bernard, you got some uncooked ones? Yeah, I have. Here you go. Oh, okay. She hands you 2 uncooked rashers of
Fantastic.
bacon as well.
It's a bit salty, but she'll be fine.
Yeah. Note, you start eating those, you feel much better for eating those. You still feel a bit hungry, but you definitely feel a lot better for eating those.
Fantastic.
You
I
have this big bowl of bacon, you turn around to the rest of the group.
Yep. Dig in. I don't mind. I'm just eating it. Not slowly either. Quickly though, because it's not going to last. I can't be the only one that's hungry.
Everyone is stunned, silent, looking at you. The rest of the tavern's continuing on. They're fine.
I've eaten about, 20 some odd good berries in the last 24 hours. I'm all right.
You probably feel pretty fat right now.
Oh, I'm sure. Come on.
They're good.
Just a little
They're
bit.
good. They're very
Bacon. Come on.
very fattening.
They're not going to be good for you. I mean, they're berries. Don't tell me that Goliath just eat berries. You've got to have some meat. If it's not meat, it's not a meal. Go on, just for me. Just this tiny, wafer-thin bit of bacon. Go on, please. It is wafer-thin.
No, thank you.
Oh, fine.
Okay. Melta sits down at a nearby table and starts
Just
to eat an
my
entire
giant bowl of bacon. Yeah.
Yep.
Good
Unless
time.
no one else eats one.
Rages burn excessive calories.
Okay, Malthus polishes off the entire thing of bacon.
Okay.
I could go for a solid ale or
Oh,
something
okay.
stronger.
Well, we have a couple of different types. Do you fancy anything in particular?
I don't know what would be more appropriate towards the region that she's from.
Oh, well,
Aside from vodka.
well,
I'm saying metagaming.
from-
I don't know
oh,
what. I don't know what she would. What
well,
beers are from?
Goliaths
Whatever
don't tend to
beers are
interact
from
very much
her
with other races, so there doesn't tend to be a lot of race trading. You're probably unlikely to find any Goliath beverages. The Goliaths
Race.
might occasionally have got dwarf
Trading.
beverages. So you might have experience of dwarf beverages from the trade between the
Alright.
Goliaths and stuff.
You got anything dwarven?
Oh, I've got an ice miner brew, if that would help.
Sounds great.
She pulls up a bottle, and it's got this sort of pale blue wax seal. It's got pickaxe crossed in front of what appears to be like a glacier. Oh, that'll be 4 silver pieces, please.
I actually have
In
a
amongst this time, I'm also going to be performing. I have come up with a new song for what just happened that I'm a little bit put off by.
Okay.
What is it?
So
10 silver to a gold?
I will.
Yes.
I will play my lute. I will try, if you don't mind.
Do we get advantage?
I could accompany you.
You get an
if you'd like.
assisting, yes.
Assisting? Yeah. What does that mean? I don't exactly.
Okay, so Aramel, roll performance. So did you guys like talk to the barkeep before doing this, or did you just randomly start playing in the middle?
Actually, as per rules, I generally ask before I start playing, just outright. But I
Oh, do you play often?
play everywhere I go, sir.
Oh, sir. Oh,
Sounds like a woman to me. Tulips.
It's alright. She made the same mistake coming in. So
How long has it been since our infraction with the guards, by the way?
like 20 minutes. How long?
Okay.
Oh well, you can play if you want. If you're gonna play today and gonna play tonight as well for the evening crowd, I'm sure we'll allow you to have free bed and board if you're good enough.
Yeah. That sounds plenty of. Also, it allows me to get something off my chest.
She looks at your chest and then up at you, and she blushes slightly.
Ooh.
Okay, so can I roll my assist then?
Someone might be
Yes,
getting a
roll.
mysterious knock at the door tonight.
Since it's only been 20 minutes, and I still have my
Rawr.
charisma advantage spell that failed so miserably, I should have advantage on this. It's also charisma.
Performance, charisma based. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
go
it
for
is.
Yep.
There's my 23.
Tulips, you get advantage on the roll.
I get advantage. All right, so let's hope I don't roll double ones. Right. Let's go over here. Where is it? There it is. I will go advantage, and what is my bonus there? +5. Give me something good. All right. Well,
16. People
I'm gonna-
generally like, yeah, that's a pretty good song. And she blushes a little bit more from behind the bar.
do you mind if I do I mind if I read the little ditty that I just came up with?
Oh, sorry.
Please
Sure.
do.
Go on.
Yeah. No, it's all good. To the city they said. I think reason I rolled 16 just to, retroactively is because I'm a little angry, so I'm not really on my game. To the city they said, to quote an inn with gold aplenty. I'd never been. The guard were daft. The city protected blighters. They robbed us indeed, the feeble little fighters. Things could be different. They could all be dead. A fine paid in blood, gold-colored red.
Bit of a grim one, that one.
People get like slightly empathically angry at this. They're like, oh, those cheeky devils. Oh, who did that to you? Oh, they can't be allowed to do that. And some miscellaneous coins are thrown up on stage. You can have
Oh, that's fantastic.
2 gold coins.
Well done. You've almost incited a riot. Tiny, tiny, tiny little riot. Tiny, tiny, tiny little people.
No. We're the big people. They're not tall. They're not small. They're normal size. We're big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get it straight.
Wolf Slayer.
I apologize.
Ice Miner Brew is a brew that you maybe feel you've tasted before. A brew that you maybe have had once. But this is a very fine quality version. This is a not very, very fine, but it's a very good quality ale.
and you said it was in bottles.
Yes.
Might have to take some of this with me.
How big is Riverton? by the
Generally,
way?
4 silver is quite a lot for a pint of ale, but that's because it's a good quality pint of ale.
How big is Riverton,
See, it
by the
all
way?
works
Is it a
out in
big
the end.
city?
How big is the city? Fun?
Is it a big city? Is it like a,
Large town for medieval. We're talking maybe 1,000 people. Maybe a couple of thousand people. This is, by medieval standards, a big city.
Great.
We're definitely
Excellent,
talking in the
in fact.
thousands. We're not talking, into the tens of thousands.
That's fantastic.
Oh, what? I missed how much gold it was that they threw on stage.
2.
2. All right, that's something.
I mean, mostly they were throwing coppers and a few silvers, which add up to 2 gold.
Put off by the city guard.
I would like to purchase some more of these beers that I might be able to take with me if the barmaid
okay.
is
I've
able
got-
to. Perhaps we
We've got
can
another
work
5.
How about if I give her 1 gold and 6 silver for the remainder of for those 5?
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
I'm not trying to rip her off or anything. I'm just trying to get a good deal.
Should have asked.
But
Should have
not
asked.
But I'm being honest. I'm not trying to rip
Yeah.
her off, but I am
Yeah.
trying to get a good deal. I don't know if
Yeah, that's
is
fine.
it, but 6. Oh my!
Well, we don't sell very many of them, so yeah, sure, okay, that seems fine. We could do with the shelf space anyway. And she takes 1 gold, 6 silvers off you.
Should have asked
And
Tulips the eye candy. You'd have been able to get a much better deal from her.
And she says, "Oh, so who's your friend over there?" And she nods over at Tulips.